going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Thursday, December 19th, 2024. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to Pickdawgz.com, click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But, we got the Wraparound back today, 9-game card on the board. Thought we were going to have a winning day yesterday. It looked like we were going to go, 4-1 or at least 3-2. The Canucks unfortunately let us down in overtime against Utah, and that Jets Ducks game didn't come to fruition. I was kicking myself for not taking the Ducks money line because that's where I was actually leaning in that game. But that is the past, and now we look towards the future. I think we're gonna make some money with today's card. There are some spots I don't necessarily love, but there are a couple games I do like on today's card. So we'll talk about those. We'll make some money. You guys know the drill. You ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game comes to us from the Amalie Arena, where the Tampa Bay Lightning take on the St. Louis Blues. And the St. Louis Blues have had a tendency to step up and make the jump in competition and be able to provide some value at times this season. I just don't think this is one of those spots. The Tampa Bay Lightning, year after year, usually have one or two stretches throughout the year where they go on just a torrid run, and they look almost unbeatable. Look like the Tampa Bay Lightning of old. The team that made it to 3 straight Stanley Cups and won 2 of them. And right now, I feel like the Tampa Bay Lightning are in one of those runs. They played their best hockey at home as it is to begin with, but they looked really good on their recent West Coast road trip. They came home, beat up on the Blue Jackets, and I think they can beat up on the St. Louis Blues here, who've just gone back to being inconsistent with the offense. And I think St. Louis is in some trouble here. I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Lightning to win this one in regulation. I'm also going to put a little bit on the puck line as well for some plus money. Now we head to the Nationwide Arena, where the Columbus Blue Jackets take on the New Jersey Devils in a game where, I want to back the Blue Jackets at home. It's where they've had their most value this season, but the Blue Jackets are really slumping right now. They've lost 5 straight and 8 of 9. A lot of those have been by multiple goals, and the New Jersey Devils are actually a better team on the road than at home this season. They just came out and beat up on those St. Louis Blues that we just mentioned. And New Jersey, 16 games on the road this season, 12 wins. So I got to go with the New Jersey Devils to win this one in regulation and on the puck line as well. Now we head to the Wells Fargo Center, where the Philadelphia Flyers take on the Los Angeles Kings. And the Philadelphia Flyers may be worth a look, in some spots as a home underdog. But the thing is that the Flyers have started to falter a little bit. They gave up 10 goals on their little mini two game road trip, 2-game losing streak. They've lost 5 of their last 7. And while the Kings aren't necessarily the same team as last year that was winning games on the road left and right, and they have had issues with consistency, alternating wins and losses in each of their last 4. I feel like they're still the better team here. They've still been much more competitive. They're the team in much better form. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10 games. I'll go with the Los Angeles Kings in this one. They've also had the upper hand on the Flyers in the last couple seasons. So give me the Kings in this one at minus 155. Now we head to Bridgestone Arena for this matchup between the Nashville Predators and the Pittsburgh Penguins. And the Nashville Predators, and the Pittsburgh Penguins were the 2 OG teams on my do not bet list for hockey. But I will say, even though the Predators have won a couple games as of late, doesn't change the fact that they are still the number 1 team on the do not bet list. The Pittsburgh Penguins have actually been playing some decent hockey. It's just that every time I give them a chance to get off the do not bet list, they have faltered in each of their last few games. So, I'm going to give the Pittsburgh Penguins the benefit of the doubt here, mainly because they're catching some nice plus money. The line has started to trend towards the Predators, and I'm not buying it. I keep saying it. No team this season has lost you more money than the Nashville Predators. You're down over $1,500 if you backed, the Predators with $100 in every one of their games this season. So give me the Pittsburgh Penguins here. It's a nice plus money, and this plus money number is starting to grow. Now we head to the United Center, where the Chicago Blackhawks take on the Seattle Kraken. And Seattle, you know, have had some decent success in this matchup. They've won 3 straight and 5 of the last 6 meetings. But I'll tell you, Seattle has also, stumbled, over the course of this recent homestand they were just on. Now they got to head back out on the road. And granted, when Seattle was just on the road, they took down 3 tough teams on the East Coast and were competitive in all 4 games. Even in the loss to the New Jersey Devils, Seattle also picked up wins over the Rangers, Islanders, and Hurricanes. But Chicago's playing decent at home right now. They've won back-to-back games against tough teams, and the Capitals and the Islanders. And I think that Chicago, could hold some value here. The home team has won the last 5 meetings between these 2 teams. I'm going to take a shot here on the Blackhawks at plus 125. Now we head to Rogers Place for this matchup between the Edmonton Oilers and the Boston Bruins. And this is a heavyweight matchup between 2 teams that are, expected to contend in in their respective playoff pictures. The Edmonton Oilers just had their win streak snapped against the Florida Panthers. I'm not going to hold that loss against them necessarily, but they did give up 6 goals in that one. And the Boston Bruins are a much better team than, their early season struggles would have indicated. They've still won 7 of their last 10 games. And the Bruins, I think, are just, at a value price here. If this line was closer to minus 140, you'd have an easier time talking me on to the Edmonton Oilers here. But I just think that the Boston Bruins are just a little bit undervalued here. I would take the plus 1.5 in case they want to be competitive, but I think the Bruins have a good shot at winning this game outright. So give me the Bruins on the money line here at plus 157, as well as a sprinkle on the plus 1.5 as well. Now we head to the Scotiabank Saddledome, where the Calgary Flames take on the Ottawa Senators. And Calgary has been a strong team at home this season, where they've gone, really solid compared to, preseason expectation. But this was a team that was expected to struggle. They're 11-4-2 at home this season, while Ottawa still has a losing record on the road. But for me, it's sort of which, philosophy do you buy into? Do you buy into the season-long numbers that the Calgary Flames have been playing well at home, from a record perspective, or do you buy into recent form with the Ottawa Senators? And normally I would buy into, getting some value with the Flames considering their home record, but the recent overall form of Ottawa has carried over from where they've been at their best at home to a couple of their recent road games where they've had back-to-back 3-0 shutouts over the Carolina Hurricanes and Seattle Kraken. They're on a 4-game win streak and have won 6 of their last 7. Ottawa is starting to heat up, and I think they are favored on the road for a reason in this one. I'm going to take the Ottawa Senators here at minus 129. Now we head to T-Mobile Arena, where the Vegas Golden Knights take on the Vancouver Canucks, and a similar situation to that last game of which, camp do you buy into? Do you buy into, Vegas at home where they've been so solid, or do you buy into Vancouver on the road where they provided a ton of value this season? And I could maybe be talking to Vancouver if they weren't on the second half of a back-to-back here, and if they were playing a lot more consistent than they have been as of late. I get it, a lot of that had to do with the fact that they were on a 6-game homestand. It did split over that 6-game homestand. But, like I said, a back-to-back off of the game in Utah in altitude, and now having to travel to Vegas for this game on a back-to-back against the Vegas Golden Knights team that plays their best at home, 11-3 so far at home this season. Winners of 5 of 6, coming off of wins over Minnesota and Winnipeg, where 2 solid teams in the West, and Dallas and Edmonton in recent home games, and Winnipeg again. The Vegas Golden Knights just playing too well for me to go against right now. Give me Vegas on the money line at minus 160. And our final game on Thursday's card takes us to the SAP Center, where the San Jose Sharks take on the Colorado Avalanche. And I wanted to get there with the San Jose Sharks. If anyone tell you that watches the Wraparound knows, my almost guilty pleasure this season has been back in the San Jose Sharks and taking shots on, the plus 1.5 and plus money, because the San Jose Sharks 24-10 on the puck line this season, and the majority, if not all, of those games have been as underdogs. But the problem is that this is a game where I think the San Jose Sharks are overmatched. The matchup doesn't really bode well for them. The head-to-head doesn't bode well for them, as Colorado is on a double-digit win streak historically against the San Jose Sharks. And the Sharks have started to falter a little bit. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games, even though their last 3 losses have all come by 1 goal. I think that Colorado puts the boots to them here, bounces back from that run in Vancouver. Prior to that, the Colorado Avalanche had won 4 of their previous 5 road games. The offense has been back for the Avalanche as well. So I'm going to take the Avalanche here on the puck line to round things out. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Thursday, December 19th, 2024. Again, if you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head on over to pickdawgz.com and click the premium picks tab at the top of the page. Only NBA on the board for me today. Don't love the college hoops card. I'm still trying to see if I can maybe find an NHL premium play for long-term subscribers, but it's still a great time to jump on. We're going to have loaded cards all weekend, whether it's college football in the playoffs, stacked college hoops card on Saturday, and NBA, NHL along the way, as well as NFL on both Saturday and Sunday. So definitely make sure that you check out a long-term pass. But whatever you choose to do, use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you.